Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my dear children? I hope you all are good. This is your English class, and I am your subject teacher. This is our lecture number 23, and today we are going to study our grammar book. Open your grammar book, the Grammar Tree Book 2. Open page number 47. Yes, this is page number 47. Good. It's about the adverbs. I think in class 2 you had already had an idea about some information about the adverbs. You already knew it, that what are adverbs. Let's read first, then I will explain. Okay. How did the giant laugh? The giant laughed loudly. This word is written in the bold letters. Loudly. How did Farah do the sum? Farah did the sum carefully. Again, this word is in bold letters. Let's see what they are saying. The words loudly and carefully tell us something more about the verbs. What are verbs? Laugh and did. Do you know what is verb? Verb means action. So laughing or doing or did, they are action words. Words that tell us something more about verbs are called adverbs. But all adverbs do not end in ly. That's loudly, carefully, ly. Here are some that do not. How did Asad run? Asad ran fast. No ly. When did Asad run? Asad ran yesterday. Where does Asad sleep? Asad sleeps here. All these words, fast, yesterday, here, are adverbs. Let's go to understand. I will explain you by these pictures. I hope you like it. Isn't it good? Adverbs. What we are talking about today, about the adverbs. Let's see. An adverb is a word that tells something more about a verb. So I was asking on the previous page that what is verb? Verbs are doing words or action words. For example, read, eat, run, drink, come. These are the verbs, or you can say doing words or action words. It's a very simple to understand the verbs. The any work what you do is verb. Like if you are eating something, reading something, eat, read, drink, run, talk, watch, sleep, everything in which you are doing some work, these are verbs. I hope you all remember the definition of verb. Verbs are doing words which shows any action. These are action word. Remember? Okay. And what is adverb? An adverb is a word that tells something more about a verb. Understand, children? Okay, let's see the example of adverb. I ate my dinner quickly. Ate is the past tense of eat. This is action word eat. The second form is ate my dinner quickly. It's an action word ate. So how you ate? Quickly with ly. It describes your action of eating. This word quickly describes the action of eating. So it means the word which describes the action word is called adverb. Always remember, The word which describes means tells something more about any action word. It's called adverb. Let's see another example. My father came home early. My father came. This is the past tense of come. Second form of come is came. So my father came. Came is an action word as it is written here. And early describes this action. Or maybe here you write, my father came home lately. But here is early, lately, whatever the word which describes any action is adverb. Say again, this is a definition. An adverb is a word that tells something more about a verb. Or you can say an adverb is a word that describes verb. It's very simple to understand. Adverbs describes verb. Adverbs tells us something more about any action, more about any doing word. Understand, children? Okay, let's move forward. Just understand something more. An adverb never describes a noun or a pronoun. Now, what is noun? Do you remember what is noun? Yes, noun is a naming word, means name of any person, place, thing, or animal. Remember this, or pronoun which takes the place of any noun. Suppose name of Omar, we write he. In place of Sarah, we write she. These are pronoun. So an adverb never describes. Adverb describes verb and it never describes the noun. Always remember, in previous 2 or 3 pages before, we have read about the word which describes the noun. What are these words? Look in this picture. These words are adjectives which describes noun. So adverbs describe verbs. Adjectives describe nouns. Always remember and don't be confused. Sometimes children get confused, but it's very easy and very simple. You can remember by reading the word also. Adverbs, if you remove the ed, here left verb only. So adverbs describes verbs and adjectives describes noun. Okay, sometimes we add ly to an adjective to get an adverb. It's a simple, sometimes, not every time. You can understand in this example. The dress is the name of this thing which the girl is wearing. So the dress is elegant. Dress is noun, name. And elegant is describing the dress. So elegant is adjective. Understand, children? These two things understand very carefully. First, we have already studied about the adjective, so it's just a revision that the word which describes the noun called adjective and the word which describes the verb, it's adverb. So here dress is noun, elegant is adjective. Look here, she dresses elegantly. Now she dresses. This is verb. This is action word now. That how she dresses. This is an action of this girl that she dresses elegantly. Now this is adverb. Understand? Look the difference. Dress is noun. So describing word elegant is an adjective. Here dresses is a verb. And elegantly is an adverb. Understand, children? It's very simple and easy. Adverb describes verbs, adjective describes noun. But here today we are discussing only adverbs. Adjectives, I'm telling you to just for your revision and just to differentiate between both. An adverb never describes a noun or a pronoun. Adverbs only describes verbs. And the word which describes noun is adjective. Okay. So some examples of adverbs are daily, somewhere, quickly, everywhere, calmly, regularly, nowhere, freely, silently, near, soon, etc. There are many, many, many more adverbs we use in our daily routine. These are some to understand that what type of words comes under the heading of adverbs. Okay, children? Okay, now we are back to our page 47. Look, words that tell us something more about verbs are called adverbs. Now fill in the blanks with suitable adverbs chosen from those given in brackets. Let's start. They are asking about how does the sun shine? How does the sun shine? The sun shines lightly or brightly. The sun shines brightly. This word first underline in your book, then write here in this blank. The sun shines brightly to complete the sentence. Next page, 48. Number 2. Where shall I put the packets? Put the packets here, not high. Here is also adverb. How did Aslam kick the ball? Aslam kicked the ball hard, not loudly. Hard, right here. Where did Anne sit? Anne sat there. How did Sadia sing? Sadia sang sweetly, not dangerously, sweetly. Where did the balloon fly? The balloon flew up into the sky. Up into the sky. How did the dog bark? The dog barked loudly. Can we write silently? Of course not. Loudly. When will Zen come home? Zen will come home tomorrow. Because when there is the word will, it means we are talking about the time which is going to come. So here comes tomorrow with will, tomorrow, no yesterday, tomorrow. How did Iqbal write? Iqbal wrote neatly, not sadly. Sometimes you do your work, your homework sadly, but here you write neatly. How did the soldiers fight? The soldiers fought bravely. Okay, children, done. Page 48. So we will move to the page 75 now. It's a comprehension. Today we will read a very small story, a comprehension, and then we will solve these exercise. Let's read Jack and Jill. I hope you all already heard this poem. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Remember? It's a poem, but here it's in a comprehension form. Let's read. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jill drew water from the well. Jack began to carry it down the hill. Jill helped Jack because the pail was heavy. Suddenly, Jack tripped on a piece of rock and fell down. Jill came tumbling down after him. Jack hurt his head. Jill helped him home. Their mother tied a bandage round Jack's head. She gave Jack and Jill some warm milk to drink. Jack and Jill had left the pail behind on the hill. You have to read this 2 times after this lecture. After the class, you have to read at your home by yourself. You have to read 2 times this story. Okay, children? Now we have exercise A and B on this page. We have to complete the fill in the blanks by choosing from the passage. So I split the page to make it big for you. Let's see. Complete the sentences with words taken from the story. Jill drew dash from the well. What Jill drew? Jill drew water. Jack began to carry the pail down the hill. Jack tripped on a piece of rock and fell down. Jack hurt his head. Jill helped him to return home. All these words are taken from this passage. You have to write this in your books, grammar books. Okay, the next exercise B, we have draw a line to join the first part of each sentence, column A, with its second part, column B. Then write the complete sentences in your exercise book. So this exercise you have to write in your notebook. First here we will match, then make a complete sentence, write in your notebooks. Let's see. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jill drew water from the well. Jack tripped on a piece of rock. Jack hurt his head. Jack's mother tied a bandage round Jack's head. They had left the pail on the hill. What is the pail? Just think. What do you think? What is the pail? They used to fetch the water, to bring the water. I will tell you in the next page. Okay, good. Now here we have exercise C. 2 proper nouns have been used in the story. Proper noun, do you know what is proper noun? Proper noun means a special name. By listening these names, you can have a quick picture of that person or that thing or that place in your mind. Suppose your name. If someone says Sarah is absent today, so quickly you have a picture of Sarah in your mind, that who is Sarah. So it's a name for Sarah, a special name. So this is called proper noun. So which 2 special names are in this story? Do you remember? 2 proper nouns that, yes, 1 boy, 1 girl, Jack and Jill. These are the name of children, Jack and Jill. So we always write with capital letter names with capital letters because they are proper noun, name of any person like Sarah, Umar, Iman, or Uzma, Maryam, any name of any girl or a boy, we write with a capital letter. The capital letter shows that it's a proper noun. While writing between the sentences, we always use capital letter. Pick out 4 verbs from the story and write them here. What is verb? Action word. Remember, verbs means doing words. What are these verbs? Jack and Jill went. Went is the doing word. Fetch, to bring something. Drew, it's also a verb. And carry, these all are the 4 verbs. Now what they are saying, match each word with its meaning by drawing a line again. Fetch means bring. I told you pail, bucket, tripped, stumbled, rock, stone. Okay, children, complete your book and then send to your teacher your homework, the picture of your homework, send to your teacher. Exercise G, give the opposites of up. Think up and down. Here comes down. Heavy, light. These are the opposites. Do you know what are means of opposite? Which have different meaning, exactly different, like white, black, up, down, heavy, light, strong, weak, just like these are opposites. Okay, now exercise 8. Read the following passage. My name is Aslam. I am 8 years old and I study in class 2. I have a sister called Sarah. She is 6 years old. She goes to same school as I do. My father is a doctor and my mother is a teacher. We live in Baker Street in Karachi. It's a simple story about a Aslam who is telling you about himself. Aslam has told you something about himself in a few sentences. Write few sentences about yourself in your exercise book. Give it a title, Myself. Okay, children, it's a paragraph or it's different sentences and essay we will write later in next class, maybe next or after next. We will write this myself in the next class. Okay, children, that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Inshallah, we'll see you in the next lecture.